This is a Danger Entertainment podcast. DangerEntertainment.net. Danger Entertainment Podcast Network.
Please note that any comments, jokes, questions, maybe anything that we say on the History of Bad Ideas is all in good fun. And remember, we insult everybody. Our thoughts, opinions, questions, anything else, actions that we do on the show do not reflect any of our employers, organizations, advertisers, or anyone else that is associated with the History of Bad Ideas. And remember, at the end of the day, it's just a joke.
It's about comic books and movies, growing up with Rokusuke, Superman before Zack Snyder ruined him. Michael Keaton was the best Batman, while Christian Bale is just deadpan. No one remembers the other ones. Jeff defends Aquaman, Blake's just not listening. What? Jason impersonates Michael Keaton.
Some people just want to watch World Buzz.
Jeff nails another draft day. Blake's top 5 has 98. Jason just loves him some Kevin James.
Fucking Kevin James.
It's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's the history of bad.
So bad.
It's the history of bad ideas. It's the history of bad.
Oh, yeah.
It's the history of bad. It's the history of bad ideas. Podcast.
Welcome to the History of Bad Ideas, episode number 242. I'm Jason.
I'm Jeff.
Blake.
And we're on Skype this week because we have a special person calling in. She used to be of Salty Language, and then we pilfered her away, and now it's Jeannie of Hobie. Welcome, Jeannie.
Thank you.
Yay.
I feel like I came running here, though.
What's that?
There was no pilfering. I was like, I'm going to Hobie.
That was a good call. Tony doesn't understand what he has in you. We do. We do.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, you were suspended from the podcast for a while because Blake said he does not allow anyone that likes IPAs onto the podcast.
That's correct.
It hasn't changed. I still like IPAs.
All right. Well, it's great talking to you, Jeannie. Have a good night.
I like other beer, too.
All I heard there was IPAs.
Yeah.
You know, I actually was at a restaurant about 2 weeks ago downtown Cincinnati in a barbecue place, and they had a refrigerator of 50 beers behind them. And I sat there and I said, "Do you have any good lagers?" And he looked around. He's like, "No, well, we got IPAs and we got." I'm like, Pilsner? Yeah, I bought Pilsners. Well, no, I said, I like lagers. Well, technically they're all lagers, and I almost wanted to jump across the counter and start
That guy doesn't know what he's talking about.
them.
Technically, they're not. No, they're totally different.
Pilsners are lagers, though.
So I had to settle for Bell's Oberon, which is still pretty good.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm drinking the Little Creepster,
Who
which
makes
is
that?
a ghost. Shorts, come on.
Oh,
It's
sorry.
always going to be shorts.
My bad.
Duh, Jason.
It's my brewery of choice. Come on.
I'm not an alcoholic. I'm sorry.
I'm not an alcoholic either.
You don't go to meetings.
That's what I do.
You don't go to meetings?
No, I have a license in being a drug and alcohol counselor.
I know you do. That's why I was trying to make the joke. You know what? No one's getting me tonight. Fuck it. I'm out.
I mean, haha, that was hilarious.
Shut it, Jeannie. It's good talking to you, Jeannie.
Oh, there's trouble with Skype again.
So, Jeannie's going to sit with us. First off, tell us, I guess you can promote your husband's show. Just don't mention that bastard Brian. Brian, my arch nemesis.
We don't need to talk about Salty Language. That's fine.
I'm sorry, Jason. I thought your arch nemesis was Ian over at Pittsburgh Nerd.
It used to be, but then we became best friends.
Oh, okay.
So,
If we can ever get Brian down to Cincinnati, I think you guys would be best of friends as well.
I know we would.
You both hate people.
So why would we like each other?
Because you'll bond over your hatred of everyone else.
Oh, well, I could see that. I could see that. So Jeannie's going to sit with us this week. Unlike 2 weeks ago when Greg Wright had some Skype issues, Jeannie was able to fix hers. So we're good. So she is going to do it. And Jeannie's going to come down September 14th through the 16th to the Cincinnati Comic Expo and talk to us. So that's really awesome.
I'm going to be out of the country.
Where are you going to be?
We're going to be in the Caribbean. And by me and my friend, we're on a cruise that week.
I don't know.
Going to get their grooves back.
Well, what happens in international waters stays in international waters.
Jeannie's going to somehow be married to a Jamaican by the time she gets done with this.
I have been propositioned by several Jamaicans, but the answer has always been no.
I thought the answer was, well, how much weed do you have?
My coworker won Employee of the Year, and she decided that I needed to go on vacation with her. So my 40th birthday is in September, and we're going to the Caribbean.
40?
That's a very nice coworker.
Yes. She likes me a lot.
40? I hope I never get that old.
Yeah.
I hope I get to be much older.
Well, that's true. I guess that is a good idea.
Yeah, if you want, Jay, we can kill you right now.
No. Oh, you heard it. That's a threat. That is a threat.
No, it wasn't a threat. It was just an offer.
It was a promise. Blake, let's do some up downs. Why don't you start us off with some ups? Because my up is the same as yours.
Yes, we finally completed Bowling for the Brave on last Saturday. And we had a very good time and a big event. We had some good representation from our podcasts out there. We had the Brigger family. We had Doug's family. We let the kids basically bowl for the entire time. We didn't get a chance to bowl, but that's okay. Too busy doing things like throwing tickets into raffle baskets and all that kind of fun stuff. And we also had Cousin Pam came out and showed up and actually won a bourbon beer barrel basket. And essentially, the unofficial totals so far, the official total hasn't been formally announced, but the good news is that we're over $18,000 for the event.
Nice.
Very
That's
nice.
Amazing.
Yes, and that's nice because we beat last year's 15,000. And so now we've had 4 straight years of increasing donations. So hopefully next year maybe we can break 20.
Could you do the marketing that you do for Bowling for the Brave? Could you put that onto the Hobie podcast so we can make money like that?
No.
Oh, well, I tried. No, it was a great event. I told you, Blake, that when we were there, that there's a lot. It felt like a lot more people were there than even last year, and so it seemed like it has grown. And I mean, it was a great time. My kids, I took my 8-year-old and my 4-year-old. 2-year-old stayed with the grandparents for a reason. He was not going to be in the bowling alley because it would have been a hassle. But the 8-year-old and my 4-year-old loved it. And then my niece, Ape Hans' daughter, who's 8, she bowled. And then my other niece came, who was 8, and she bowled. And they had a great time. They bowled, 4 or 5 games, I think? So
at least.
Was a fun time. Yeah, at least. My kids slept well that night. So that was
they're bowling the whole afternoon.
But no, it was a good time. We want to thank all the podcast guys and girls that sent us the free stuff for the Bowling for the Brave raffle basket for the podcast, comic books, graphic novels, autographed, T-shirts, the Three Stooges dolls that were awesome from Pop Culture Cafe podcast, Snake Oil, Andre Moriarty. Is that his name, right, Jeff?
Andreas Molinari.
Same thing. So I was close.
I hope. I probably got it wrong by now listening to you butcher his name every week.
You had to be closer. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, everybody. Reasons are several. I mean, everybody donated a lot, so we appreciate it. And I think 17,000 of that 18,000, Blake, was actually from just our basket. So that was nice. Yeah,
I think it probably was. It was pretty popular. There were a lot of people throwing tickets in there, and one lady in particular, stuffed the cup. It was a Ms. Perez, and she actually won a couple of the baskets. Ours being one of them.
Yes.
And we tried stalking her in the parking lot to steal the basket back, but that didn't.
No, we got maced. And not with the spray, with an actual.
We got hit in the head with a mace.
Yes.
I went to the spice, but I like the idea of, being bludgeoned. That's much better.
It really isn't.
I think anybody that's jogging for their own safety should do that. Carry a big mace. I think that would help.
Well, get their workout. On it has those. You can buy them that they're not going to be pointy.
I want the pointy ones.
But then you can be brought up on murder charges.
Not if it's self-defense.
The likelihood of people running around with a mace is pretty low. You're going to have a hard time convincing anyone it was self-defense.
Of course, the other fashion statement that Jeff and I both want is canes. I want a cane. I want to be able to walk around with a cane and people don't think I'm handicapped.
Well, you can just get one of those really cool ones that has a hidden sword, and then you don't need a mace.
Ooh.
I'm about to say, I don't want
sword,
a cane.
Knockout gas, radio transmitter. You got to get the full James Bond cane.
Exactly.
I'm quite happy with my mace. I own one, so.
Is it is it sharp?
No.
Oh.
It's rubberized.
Oh. That's not going to
still hurt.
I was like, that
still
thing
hurt.
is still going to hurt you if you
It's
get
a
hit.
bludgeoning weapon, not a cutting weapon.
Mm-hmm.
I just like somebody's attacking you while Jeff's not running, but walking down the street, somebody attacks him and he just bops him over the head with the mace. And the guy just looks at him. What the hell are you doing?
You're like,
I've
what
got
decade, what century are you in, good sir?
Got a hand axe that goes with it, so I mean.
Well, now we're
That's
getting somewhere.
Yeah, he has a 2-weapon specialization proficiency.
Exactly. Are you a barbarian?
No, I am not.
No, but Jim does. He plays one.
Ah.
Blake is a Viking. He's had some rough times with jobs, but he's been looking for some pillaging areas.
No,
okay.
I'm an Ent, Jason.
I'm sorry. Fucking walking shrubbery. Ugh. Jesus.
That's right.
So, Jeff, you got any?
A shrubbery!
Cut it down with a herring.
Oh, you know what I did 2 weeks ago? We did do a bar hopping, Monty Python themed. What do you call that? Things where you run around and clues.
Scavenger hunt?
Scavenger?
Yeah, scavenger hunt.
Blake,
with,
now why didn't I
clues.
get an invitation to that?
Because I was here in Cincinnati.
I would have come down.
I didn't get an invitation
We were drinking
to that.
lagers. I'm sorry.
I like lagers.
No, you're drinking IPAs. Sorry.
Jeff and I didn't.
No,
get
but
invited.
it was actually pretty cool. All the clues were related to the Monty Python Holy Grail. It was a birthday party, and it was run actually by Playhouse in the Park. They actually run different themed scavenger clue hunts in downtown. So it was pretty cool.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
The one next month is Raiders of the Lost Ark.
So did you win?
I came in second place by less than 60 seconds.
Oh.
Because every bar you went to with a clue, you're timed. Your whole group is timed. So we came in second place by under 60 seconds.
That would be kind of fun. I like that idea.
It was a pretty good time.
So it encourages speeding and reckless driving.
No, it encourages drunken walking and running.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was
Two things I excel at.
Yeah. So, by the time we went to the first bar, everybody thought it'd be a great idea to get drinks. And because it was a bar known for their great mixed drinks, and everybody started drinking. And I was like, no, everybody started getting impeded right off the bat. So that's where our 60 seconds went.
Yeah. Waiting for a mojito to be made.
Mojitos be made in alcohol on the brain.
Did you have? I'm sorry, Jeff. Go ahead.
I would say this is a problem I would have with something like that was what I consider walking distance. A lot of they might not. So I would probably have to get in my car to go from bar to bar because, I mean, really, do I want to walk that far?
They have electric scooters downtown now.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Well, that's true. As long as they're by the bars, I suppose that would work.
You can drop the electric scooter off anywhere.
Yeah, those scooters are a nuisance.
Well,
Those scooters are a nuisance, by the way, and this is how the company does it. It's against
is this like-
city law and regulation, but what they do is they just come into cities, they drop them all over the place, and you can activate them with credit cards or with an app that you can download. And when the city basically submits to the fact that these are all over the place, then they essentially pass legislation and come to agreements on how they're to be operated.
I actually was walking into work a couple weeks ago, and I saw, I'm not kidding you, it was like a kidnapping in reverse. I saw this van pull up, and 2 people got out, and they put like 15 of these scooters down in 3 different locations during my walk. And I'm like, what the fudge? What the fuck is going on here, people?
Like motorized scooters? Like,
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, why?
Motorized, what are those? Not scooters, but they're
electric. They're electric scooters, basically. They're not Segways. So,
But they're not like a full seat. Not like I lost my
no.
leg and I now have a
skateboards
scooter.
with a stick and steering wheel with a motor on them. What are those called? Those aren't actually called scooters, are they?
I guess not. They don't have a seat.
Well, but I mean, like a Razor scooter, that's what they were called.
Yeah,
You know,
I guess you like those things. Instead of using your foot to kick yourself along, you just
You're
Throttle
so
the
lazy. You're just gonna.
you just throttle the engine, the little
Those
motor.
I'm with Blake. Those are dumb and a nuisance. Goodbye.
So I haven't been downtown since they were down there, but I know they are complaining about people like using them on the sidewalk and everything.
That's all they use them on.
Yeah, sidewalks.
They said you have to. Oh yeah, that's what I saw in the news. They're saying you have to use them. You can't use them on the sidewalk. You have to use them in traffic.
You're also not allowed to ride your bike on the sidewalk. But how many of us did that when we were younger?
Yeah, I'll let kids slide. I won't let adults slide though.
There's adults that use bikes downtown in Cincinnati on the sidewalks. It's fucking annoying. With the scooters, it's even worse.
That's what a cane would be good for, is when those bikers came by you on.
Well, that is a good idea, because every time I see a fucking scooter going by me on the sidewalk, I want to throw a giant log down in the movie, like in the movie Big Daddy, and just watch them crash.
That was just a small stick, not a giant log.
I'm doing a fucking log. Now I gotta carry that along with my mace and my cane. God.
You should just never go out in public.
I don't want to. My wife keeps making me.
That's because she's a good woman.
She is, but I don't want to be associated with anybody in public. So that's your scooter talk this week. Thanks. Let's see. Jeff, did you have any downs this week?
Oh, we're going to Downs.
Oh, do you have any ups? Any other ups?
I have a friend who was getting rid of a PlayStation Rock Band drum kit, and no one picked him up on the offer. So I have it sitting at my house. So then I had to go out and buy Rock Band, and now I've been playing drums for Rock Band this past week.
Oh, now do you have the PS or do you have the Xbox?
PS.
We can play together over the internet.
All right. I'm on the PS3.
Oh, what does it make a difference?
Well, the game I bought was used in like $8 instead of going out and buying a new one for the PS4.
How come I
true.
wasn't invited?
Do you have a Rock Band on your PlayStation?
No, but I have a car and I can drive over to your house.
Well, that's all I have is the drums. I don't have anything else.
Oh. Well, screw you. I don't want to come over then.
So you can buy the mic and the guitar, and then you are contributing.
I don't want to do that. Do you know how much
I do guitar. Jeff can do the drums. Jason,
vocals?
since you're so
Not
good
allowed to
with
sing.
your voice, you can sing.
Oh.
She's my cherry pie.
I don't have
You
that
guys
song.
going to be able to
sorry.
save them enough?
Nope.
No, there's not enough power-ups to save him.
I could do it as Michael Caine. That might help. She's my cherry. That's Sean Connery. She's my cherry pie.
It was still Sean Connery.
Yeah, I kind of gave up on the Michael Caine on that one. I'm just going full Sean Connery. She's my cherry pie. Bond. James Bond.
James Bond.
Jeannie, you got any ups or downs this week?
I started a new position this week. And I was still excited about the position, very excited. But the person I'm taking over from gave me an hour tutorial on our database that I have to upkeep. And awesome. I was like, I have no clue what you just said. Okay, goodbye.
I hope. Did you record the tutorial?
Oh, no, seriously, she didn't even show me the database.
Oh. Okay.
Like, yeah, no, it was completely pointless.
So, do you ever get tired of, like, when people are telling you how to do something, you're just like, I'm so done with this, I can probably figure it out on my own, and then you fuck up and you have no idea how to do it? Just because you get tired of people talking to you about it?
Well, I usually get tired of people talking to me about it. I tune out, and then I just excel.
Well, look at you.
I don't do the fuck up. I usually just, hit a home run.
Wow. Somebody has confidence in themselves.
Well, yeah, I am amazing.
You are.
At least in the tutorial, did she show you where the Pez drawer was? Because that's the important thing you need to know in the office.
Well, there is no office with this position, so no.
Okay. Strike two.
I am the hospital liaison / crisis coordinator. So I'm not in an office. I just kind of run everywhere.
As a crisis coordinator, is your job to go, everyone's going to die, fend for yourself? Is that what you have to do?
Mass panic. Panic in the streets.
Is that the job description? Because I would be awesome at that.
That is exactly the job description.
Okay. My down.
I'll send you your button in the mail.
Ooh. Blake, I will say we did the down for me this week was we had a break-in at the Bob Studios this week.
What?
Good news is we know who did it, but my son and one of his friends was down by the Bob Studios, and they broke in and they stole some Pez.
I think you're just trying to cover up the fact that you ate all the Pez.
Mm-hmm. I haven't eaten any Pez.
Nom, 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 nom. I don't know what you're talking about.
But the pictures of Remy LaCroix are still there, right?
Yeah, and I think I forgot to turn them down last time. So they might know who Remy LaCroix is up close and personal now. Oh.
Yeah, so I can start a fan club. I can start a fan club with your son and friends. Is that what we're saying?
It was odd. They did build something outside a clubhouse, the Remy Clubhouse. I don't know what that means.
They're stashing their porn in the clubhouse now. That's awesome.
Better than the woods. I'm okay
better
with
than
it.
The woods. At least they've got to see how much better they have it.
My up this week though is right now, since I'm in the green room, I have the TV on in front of me here on mute. Hallmark Channel has their fall movies on. The Pumpkin Pie Wars are on right now. The respective children of two rival bakers fall in love while preparing to compete against each other in a pumpkin pie contest.
So if there was any reason to cut the cable, this would be it.
I don't know. It looks pretty cool.
You have that on.
I was just flipping through and I saw it, so I was like, "Ooh, looks horribly wrong." And I actually,
there's gonna be some really tight up and close personal pictures of pumpkin pies, and you want to be there, right?
Well, I actually thought it was a baking contest or like one of those baking shows, and then I turned it on. I was like, "Oh, this is the Hallmark Channel. That doesn't look like." Why is Olympia Dukakis in this? But anyway, so that's my. I guess that's my up. That's my up.
That's an up.
I feel like that's more of a down.
Public service announcement too. If you're in Kentucky, Be careful. Hepatitis A is hitting the state. Just want to let you know, especially in the restaurants. So be careful if you're eating in northern Kentucky.
Can that cross the river?
Yes.
Oh, I thought maybe the river was a barrier for hepatitis. No. Okay.
Not a magical barrier.
My wife made me go to get a physical today because it's been like 4 years since I've had one. And she's like, you need to go.
Or exercised.
Wow. Anyways, fuck you, Blake.
Softball doesn't count, Jason.
Fuck you.
Uh-oh.
Anyways, so I went and got one, and he's like, well, you're due for your tetanus shot. And I was like, okay, yeah. And he's like, well, hepatitis A is kind of becoming an outbreak in northern Kentucky. Would you like that? Would you like the hepatitis A shot? Not really. Do you eat in Kentucky? No. Oh, I was like, go ahead and load it up, Doc. If you're giving me one, might as well just give me that one too. So I'm now cured.
Correct answer.
That was the correct answer.
So he's giving you tetanus and Hep A, and you're accepting this?
It's a whole lot better than what I usually get.
Mm-hmm.
Did you turn down the herpes simplex? He said, no, thanks, Doc. I already got that.
I got Propecia.
I got that one covered.
So, Jeannie, as a crisis manager, do you think that was smart that I got the hepatitis shot?
I said that was the correct answer.
Oh, okay. I thought you were being facetious.
No, you don't want to get hepatitis, and all you have to do is get the vaccine. So that was the smart thing to do.
Okay, good.
And you definitely don't want hepatitis A and hepatitis C. You're dead.
Oh, well.
Oh, it's since
if you
he's already
skip
got
B,
C.
yeah, if you go C, what about B? You just skip B, just go straight from A to C.
Well, you can get hepatitis B too. They all affect the liver differently.
Is it
Well, if you drink enough, the alcohol kills all the hepatitis, right?
No.
Oh, that's what I was told.
No.
Is it kind of like a transformer, like they combine and they make a super transformer?
The transformer of death.
hepatitis.
What was that, Jeff?
Super hepatitis.
I'm not naming the title of the show. Super hepatitis.
Super hepatitis expialidocious. I like to
That's
see
a
you type
new
that.
kind of
Jason.
Mary Poppins.
We got to get our intern Hackney on that.
Yeah,
Type that up.
measles poppins. you see in the news, measles making a comeback because all those assholes aren't vaccinating their children.
Well, Jenny McCarthy said not to.
Oh, yeah, a Playboy model with big breasts. I guess you should listen and do what she says.
I don't think.
Hey, she was also the co-host of Singled Out.
Yeah, she was on MTV, so that gives her credit.
I don't think you have to say Playboy model and big breast. We kind of get that.
You know, not all Playboy models have big breasts.
Lies.
But none of them will have what I would call small breasts.
Yeah, well, it just depends on what you consider big breasts to be.
At least to see?
That's like my daughter has a C cup, Jason.
Oh, Jesus.
Jason's a perv.
Yeah, way to go, Jason.
I don't know that. How old your,
Since you've never met my daughter.
how old is your daughter?
13.
Oh, dear God. Why are we talking about this? This is not the Harvey Weinstein podcast. You see that plant over there? Oh, yeah. I did the plant.
I'm going to go pee in it.
Speaking of Aja Argenta. Oh, wait.
What? Oh.
Oh, so Jason's going to be on Roy Moore's sex traffic court next.
Just got renewed for a third season. That's why.
Still want to come to
That is, and I'm
Cincinnati,
fine
Jeannie? Bring your daughter.
I'll bring her down in September when I won't be there.
I hate you all.
My goodness. All right, yeah, let's try and move forward.
Blake, let's do some listener feedback.
You know what that sound is?
Somebody ruffling papers?
Time for the bomb listener feedback. Sponsored this week by James Bond movies that don't hold up well over time.
Everyone?
All of them.
A lot of them.
Roger Moore collection.
Even some of the old originals. Stars is having a James Bond week, and they've gone through and they've redigitized all the films for 4K, and the movies just visually are just stunning and look really great. The problem is all the cheap special effects
now look
are like
worse.
amplified by the 4K. It's really, really bad. And not to mention a lot of the plot. Anyway, a lot of the plots.
Danny,
Sean
Wait, they
Connery.
had a plot?
Yeah. Well, I guess technically there's plots. All right. So
well,
anyway.
time out though. Speak of Bond, did you see Danny Boyle just quit the new James Bond film as director?
I did not.
Yeah, it came out today. So now they're scrambling. So
They haven't even started filming yet, have they?
no.
They don't even have a new Bond yet.
No, this one is the
Daniel Craig was coming back mainly because Danny Boyle was coming back.
Yep.
And they gave him a shit ton of money.
Oh yeah, and the $40 million.
Yeah, that's right. He said, "I'm done with this. I'm not doing it anymore. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. And we'll give you $40 million." God, I love to hate this.
They said he left over creative differences, so that sounds good.
Creative differences, like what? We need new plots.
What happened?
Could James Bond not mac on 4 women in this movie?
You're ruining my vision.
Oh man, Bond and the Me Too movement doesn't really go well together either.
Maybe the whole movie was James Bond being sent to court, and it was a lawsuit.
A lot of those early '60s Bond movies, there's a lot of sexual assault in those movies.
All those Bond girls are hashtagging at him and everything.
Exactly.
Sorry, Mr. Bond, you're no longer undercover. Entertainment Weekly had an expose on you. You're now in court.
Just Pussy Galore saying, just because my name sounds a little off color doesn't give him the right.
Just because he holds me by 2 hands and forces me down and kisses me, I guess I should consent.
Yeah, the Bond movies do not hold up on that aspect of it.
No, they don't. But I've been watching them. I have to. That's my job.
And don't you miss the 80s when Roger Moore was a sex symbol?
Yeah.
No.
I'm still trying to figure out why Sean Connery was a sex symbol. I mean, that guy was about as hairy as Doug. I mean, man.
Jason misses when Roger Moore was a sex symbol on Boat Trip.
Not his worst film.
I find that hard to believe.
Moonraker.
Okay, you got me.
See?
Moonraker. That's such a bad Bond film.
Ironically, Boat Trip is Cuba Gooding Jr.'s best film.
That is not true.
That is not true.
Sorry, Horatio Sands' best film.
It's probably Horatio Sands' best film.
It's a great film. Check it out, everyone. Really, you should. I wonder how that would hold up nowadays, Jeff. Boat Trip.
Oh, not at all.
No,
It
I'm
didn't
talking
hold
like
up when it came out.
No, I'm just talking like, is it going to be like the TV show Friends, and you're going to cringe at some of the jokes?
No, we cringed at him when we watched.
Well, that's true.
I cringed at Friends when I watched it.
But Jeannie, Ross's nanny is a guy. Oh no.
Yeah, that's horrible.
No, you know what's horrible? Ross. You're horrible, Ross. God.
Can't blame him for the character was written that way.
I don't care. David Schwimmer's an ass because of that.
David Schwimmer's an ass because of other reasons.
Yeah.
Feed the Beast. Yeah, I wasted 2 episodes on that one. Sorry.
Yeah,
You got to stop watching television.
Well, I learned it's very handy, especially in the international spy business, to use your natural first name everywhere you go to check into hotels. Mm-hmm. I mean, they'll never find you.
Yeah.
And to have a pocket safe cracker,
Mm-hmm.
the electronic safe cracker with you at all times.
Unless you're Austin Powers, he uses old television shows.
Yeah. Well, I actually watching these old Bond movies is I can't believe I knew Austin Powers was inspired by a lot of these old 60s spy flicks, but it's amazing to see just how much he really stole from them as you go back and you watch these again. You're like, oh my God, this is genius. And it's funny, so.
That's why when I check into hotels, I always go under the name of Art Vandelay.
Yeah.
I'm an architect.
Yeah, good stuff. But anyways, so we are on the Tangent Bound Network. Speaking of tangents that we get on,
we are. We're also on nerdly.co.uk. Check them out.
Hey, mate.
Hello, Vickers.
Wanker.
You
Cheeky
wankers.
monkey.
Thank you. And we're also on WeBeGeeksPC.com every Wednesday. Geek Life Radio every Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Central. Right, Jeff?
Yes.
Hey, look at that. And we're also on Danger Entertainment.
Danger Entertainment.
I'm trying to think what else we're on. We're on a lot of things. Spotify, iTunes, iHeartRadio, until they go bankrupt, Google Play, everything. So just check us out. So, go ahead, Blake. What's our listener feedback?
Well, we're going to start off with this guy named Doug.
A-Pants.
Can't give yourself a nickname?
Formerly known as. By the way, Doug was not able to make it to Bowling for the Brave. And I think that's a very good thing because I don't think they had any bowling balls that would fit, his hand.
I remember him complaining about it last year.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he had to palm the bowling balls and throw them down the lane, I think.
He was like Fred Flintstone with the bowling ball.
Yeah, without the tippy toe dancing.
That's right.
Yeah, it was more like clumping. But what is very good about it is we forgot to mention that Mrs. Doug won one of the Split the Pots.
Yes, my wife was not happy with that because I said, "Hey, you want to do $5 or $10 in the Split the Pot?" She's like, "Oh, we'll just do $5." And then my sister-in-law, Mrs. Doug, came by and put the other money in and won.
That's right.
So she was right after us. So. We held our heads low.
Yeah, I know. And, I think that Split the Pot was over $800. So I think, she walked away with $400 plus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thanks, Blake.
Yeah. So on their next trip, they can at least afford one meal at Disney.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I think that's just cocktails and an appetizer.
One appetizer.
And a picture with Mickey. Not Mickey Mouse, just a guy named Mickey.
Hey, Mickey, you're so fine. You blow my mind.
Hey, Mickey. See, that's me on Rock Band.
Oh, I thought it was going to be the wax figure of Mickey from the movie Rocky.
Oh, that would be good.
Yeah. They can't even afford a live action person with that amount of money they want.
What are we, Westworld? A live action person?
Anyways, we're in listener feedback, folks.
Did Doug have a question?
Oh, yeah. No, that was it. No, I'm kidding. He said, why would Blake get a miniature of an elf when you can have your face scanned onto a Pandora world of Avatar?
So, Blake, a couple weeks ago, you said you had your face scanned onto a miniature.
Yeah, it's not an elf. What the hell do you think? It's a fighter. It's a human fighter.
Yeah.
Oh, much different. And
at least get it straight. I mean, come on.
And I guess at Disney World, you can get your picture scanned onto a Na'vi from Avatar, a figure.
Why would you do that?
Why wouldn't you? I mean, who doesn't want a Na'vi?
Well, first of all, I would look dumb having like this pale white face on a blue body. So that would be terrible to begin with.
I mean, I did turn down the Walking Ent miniature because all they do is just put your face on the trunk. So I went the human fighter.
Have you gotten it yet?
No, we're in week 67. Counting down. Jason, remember when I said 6 to 8 weeks and you're like, 68 weeks?
I really thought you said 68 weeks.
Yeah.
Well,
a year and a half.
I moved twice since I ordered this. Thanks.
All right. So, no, Doug, nobody wants their face scanned onto a Navivat.
Nobody even wants to go to Avatar Land anyway.
And nobody wants to be put on like blue cat people.
Smurfs.
Yeah. Anyways, next from British war movie action star
And stuntman.
and stuntman. You know, sometimes you really don't know how long your AK-47 is until you're running with one.
Oh. Who is this, though? Who are we talking about?
We're talking about Chris Richardson. He says, "Are you looking forward to your jammy Dodgers?"
Okay, so a little backstory.
Yeah,
Please.
what is jammy Dodger?
One of the things that Chris and Kevin, when they came down for the Cincinnati Comic Expo last year, I mean, they're only 16 hours away. Jeannie's a big 4 hours away, so, I mean, I could understand her not wanting to come down. When they came over here last year from the 365 Flicks podcast, one of the things in Cincinnati is a local ice cream place called Grater's. Now, really good ice cream.
And bakery.
And it's a bakery. But I never knew that they had donuts or even knew about it. Well, when Chris and Kevin came, they got donuts. So they love them. They think they're amazing. So now, as a joke, since they're in Britain and they don't have a Grater's, every time my wife or I go into a Grater's, we take a picture and mock them and send it to them on their text message. So I told him last time that I was getting s'mores ice cream from Grater's. Have you guys had this?
I've not had the s'mores.
It's a
I can imagine what it tastes like, though.
s'mores. So he responded, "Are you speaking English? What the hell is a s'more?" I thought everybody knows what a s'more is.
Well, in the United States, that doesn't mean that the treat exists in England.
We beat England in the war. They should know.
Yes. I mean, do they not watch American movies? They talk about them all the time. Come on, it was a plot point in The Sandlot.
I was just going there. Good job, Jeff.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Yeah, but they wouldn't watch a movie about baseball. They don't understand. It's not cricket.
So instead, he said, I told him what it was. I don't think they were really impressed. So they said it was similar to Jammy Dodgers. I have no idea what the fudge a Jammy Dodger is. So they're sending me some. And I'm intrigued.
I'm excited for Jammy Dodgers.
Well, then, yes, I am looking forward to this.
So when they get here in 68 weeks, we will be looking at them. And
that's if number one fan Doug doesn't steal them while he's delivering them.
These are nothing like.
Well, yeah, I just looked it up
This is
online.
nothing at all like a s'more.
I don't know what he was thinking.
Well, maybe he thought that, since we had s'mores, they have Jammy Dodgers, because I didn't know what those were. I don't know.
Well,
I'll be
It's a
honest.
popular British biscuit made from shortbread with raspberry or strawberry flavored jam filling.
this is like a thumbprint cookie.
Sure. I'm going with that.
Or whatever you guys eat up there in Canada.
I guess it's better than Toledo.
How is Toledo lately?
Have
No
you been
clue.
to Rudy's Hot Dogs?
Yeah. How is Michigan's heel?
So,
Only eat at Rudy's Hot Dogs if you want diarrhea.
just to let you know,
Or need to lose weight.
hey, maybe I'll go
Exactly.
up there. So just to let everybody know, Jeannie of Hobie, we're on Skype because she lives in Toledo. So it's a
No.
little bit of a commute to the Bob Studios. So we decided to, not that Toledo has much internet reception, but what they do, she's
It's a good thing
using.
I don't live in Toledo.
So it is the home of the AOL Online. So we appreciate that. So
It's a museum.
yes, the museum.
It's like, I don't think AOL is from here.
No, is that your internet provider up there in Toledo? I think
Oh,
it is.
no, not at all.
No, sorry. Anyways, thanks, Jeannie, for coming on our show. We're out of time.
I only have 38 minutes left on my 100 free minute trial.
That's okay. There's another CD right next to that one.
Oh, okay, good. Whew.
Did you get the Kmart Blue Light Special online service?
No.
I remember when they used to send those out too.
I don't remember that at all.
Oh yeah, Kmart, the store, the national store here used to have blue light special online service. It was
no.
Yes, and my parents were cheap. I think they did use it.
Hey, you budget your own budget the way you need to.
That's right. That's right. Blake, what else we got?
Oh, what are we doing?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's listener feedback.
It didn't have the music queued up, Jason. I'm disappointed.
Actually, I didn't, but I do have
right.
gold dust.
We don't want gold dust.
Gold dust is all revved up.
Hey, Jeannie, you have the show notes, right?
I have a show.
No, you have
Yeah,
the
I
outline.
got show notes. Yeah.
All right, you read. I'll provide the music, and Jason, shut the fuck up.
Okay.
All right. From
Or you
Nick
could try and
Albright.
interrupt your gold dust person.
if Jeff dressed up as Deadpool, could we call him Jeff Pool? I'm thinking of Deadpool from the neck down and all Jeff up above. Hashtag Jeff Pool.
Jeff.
I think Nick wants to dive into that pool, Jeff.
Sure. I'm here.
Jeff, could you pull off Deadpool?
You mean my head on his body?
Yes.
Or just me wearing a Deadpool outfit?
Either. Both?
I mean, I would look like two Deadpools, I think, if I had to wear an outfit, but otherwise I would just have a big fat head on Ryan Reynolds' body.
I think the messed up head in the movie might be better looking.
Oh, man, that's an insult. That hurt. That cut deep.
You know why I said that, Jeff? Because you didn't invite me over to play drums.
Because I was playing drums.
Doesn't matter. What else we got, Blake?
Oh, yes. We got from Des Hassing.
Ooh.
He says, what are Jason's top 5 gold dust comedy movies?
Romantic comedy movies.
That's right.
10 Things I Hate
You
About...
have to announce them as gold dust.
Okay.
Oh,
Number
Blake, why?
1.
Why, Blake? Why?
10 Things I Hate About You.
I want everybody to suffer.
That's actually a really great movie.
I love 10
that.
Things I Hate About You.
Number 2, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
I'm not into
That's a
bestiality.
horrible movie.
It's a god-awful movie.
It's so fucking horrible.
It is awful. It is awful. What's the one with Sarah Jessica Parker and Matthew McConaughey trying to get him out of the house?
Failure to Launch?
Yeah, that's got to be up there, right? Because Terry Bradshaw gets naked in it.
Yeah, you get to see his bare ass if you wanted to.
Nothing like that. I want to see more than that. That's a tough one. Top 5 romantic comedies. I do like 50 First Dates. I think that would be up there. I will come back to this one. I was ill prepared for this. So, Blake, keep moving on, and then I will do my
Didn't the
rom-com.
intern give you these notes?
Intern Hackney did not provide a good one for me on this one. I actually
He didn't write the answers in for him to read off.
I feel like that is not a correct response.
Okay. Number 2, Love Actually. Yeah. Crazy Stupid Love. I'll put that up there.
Oh, yeah, I like that one.
Did you like that one, Jeff?
I did like that one.
Okay.
Down with Love. You like Down with Love, right?
No.
Terrible.
Terrible. 40-Year-Old Virgin used to be up there, and same with Knocked Up, but then I saw them on TV way too much, and I'm just done. I can't do it. I can't.
Yeah, oversaturation.
Yeah. 500 Days of Summer. And
That's a good movie.
And 50 First Dates gets pushed out because I completely forgot about this one. Just Friends with Ryan Reynolds. I really like that one. Nothing?
No John Hughes movies.
No, not really. Would Princess Bride be a rom-com?
Sure.
No.
Yeah.
It's
No.
romantic and it's comedy.
Romantic, adventure, sci-fi, fantasy.
Yeah, I would be more likely to
everything.
put that in those categories and less in comedy.
It's
There
fun,
is
too.
humor in it, but it's not a comedy.
Well, that's what's so great about that film. It could be any of those.
It fits
Okay.
in every category.
That's right.
500 Days of Summer got pushed to 6 because Wedding Singer is up there.
Ooh.
I want to grow old with you.
What is wrong
See?
with Wedding Singer, Blake?
Even Billy Idol gets it.
What's wrong with Wedding Singer, Blake?
He doesn't like it. Moving on.
Wedding Singer might be the last good Adam Sandler movie.
I agree.
I thought that was Happy Gilmore.
It's a close one.
Yet you had 50 First Dates on your list, Jay.
Yeah, that got kicked off too.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you must thought of it as good to consider it for your list.
Chuck and Larry, is that a good rom-com?
Fuck off.
I love that response.
You know what? That's what the studio should have said to Adam Sandler when he pitched that idea.
Chuck and Larry, fuck off.
There's some things we don't even talk about. Get Torch Boy in here.
Kevin at Cincy Explorer. He said, if you had to take a road trip anywhere, where would it be and with whom? Must be 100% honest. I think Hobie Gent should buy Infinity War on Blu-ray and tie Blake to a chair to make him watch it.
Hackney did not separate these two things. First off, if you had to take a road trip anywhere, where would it be and with whom? And this is to Jeannie. We already answered this question, so we like to
I
put
thought
this on
I
our
would
guest.
be in the back of the van, tied to a chair while you guys were on a road trip, forcing me to watch Infinity War.
That would work too.
Okay.
That doesn't sound like a fun road trip at all.
Yeah, no.
Jeff, you and I have
Can I
had-
Hobie my answer?
Sure.
Sure.
Okay. So I want to go to Antarctica, but I also want to go to Greece. But
It's
it
kind
would
of
be
hard
with
to
someone.
drive to Antarctica, Jeannie.
Yeah, you can. It's just very difficult. I didn't hear road trip. See, I got stuck in my head about dreaming about where I wanted to go.
Yeah, it does say road trip.
Yes.
So who are you
I
going
would
with?
drive my car to the airport and then
The
take it
answer
to a
is-
different airport and get in a car and take that to a boat. And therefore, there was a road there somewhere.
So is that the Detroit airport or the Toledo airport?
I would definitely go to the Detroit airport.
Okay.
Toledo goes to like 3 locations.
Antarctica is one of them, kind of ironically.
Well, unless Florida is Antarctica.
She likes to avoid potholes on the road. Makes it more adventurous. So you got to go through Detroit for that. And avoiding the gunfire.
No gunfire.
So who are you going with?
Oh, with Tony.
Oh, okay. Can I change my pick? I won't go with Tony.
Only if he's not drinking IPAs every stop of the way.
Let me tell you, I went to Chicago with a couple girlfriends to go to a concert.
How many
And
bullets did you dodge?
I had to become Tony, and I had to tell people where everything was and how to get there, and I'm done. I never need to do that again. I'm just gonna blindly follow wherever my husband leads me.
So you're very biblical in the sense of marriage.
Spoken like a great wife.
I'll be 2 steps behind you at all times, honey.
So let's just hope he doesn't pass out at the bar again.
Oh my God.
Jeannie, I'm sorry to say, Tony cheated on you, so you have to get stoned to death. Wait, what? Welcome to the Bible. I don't think that's how it's supposed to work.
No, that's not how it's supposed to work.
But it's happening. It's happening, damn it.
Can I get stoned with marijuana and not actual stones?
Did they specify in the Bible? They just say get stoned, don't they?
I can follow those rules.
Just to let you know, on Twitter at Bad Ideas Podcast, we do have late-breaking listener feedback from number 1 fan Doug. For the record, Jeff won drafting Dick Tracy last week.
Kathy was a fantastic pick.
Now, hold on a second. I thought me doing the 1985 porn parody would be right up his alley.
I agree. But you got screwed again, Blake.
I did enjoy listening to Jason go, I don't know who these people are.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
I had no clue who they were, but I knew how Blake's mind worked, and I think I figured it out right away.
3 years of this stuff, you've got me figured out. I can't surprise him anymore.
What else we got, Blake?
Oh, you know what? I didn't see Infinity War this weekend, but you know what I did see?
What's that?
Ready Player One.
And?
It was okay.
Yeah, that's it.
You know, I'm sure if I read the book, I'd probably enjoy it a lot more or be disappointed in the movie. But the book sounds like it'd be pretty cool to read.
Yeah, book so much better.
Yeah. But it was okay. I liked all the Easter eggs that were in the film. You know, like spotting things like the Tomb of Horrors mouth on the mail truck.
Then if you like that, you'll really like the book.
Yeah, I really got to check out the book at some point in time. All right. So what are we doing?
I would
listener feedback. Oh, so
there.
We went on another tangent.
Oh, you know what?
Deck.
You know what? I almost forgot. We hadn't heard from Des in a while. He must be like on sabbatical from his PhD work.
He just asked what Jason's top 5 romantic comedy movies were.
Yeah. So he might. Yeah, so it's nice to hear from Des. All right, now from the other D, the other big D. Dev, how does Jeff feel about the show House? It's behind on this?
No, this is in response to apparently last week when we were talking about the Teen Choice Awards, and I had some rants against the Teen Choice Awards, and then dared Dev to prove me wrong.
Okay.
I just want to let you know that Riverdale, Teen Choice winner. Just letting you know.
Yes.
And that's a reason never to watch it.
Yes. And that was what my rant about was. And, so he's asking how I feel about House, because apparently House was a Teen Choice nomination back when it was on the air.
How is that a Teen Choice nomination?
Because teens watched it?
I guess.
Because it's full of drama.
And it's never lupus.
Yes, it's never lupus.
It's always hepatitis.
Yeah. I mean, House is all right.
Sometimes it's bugs.
I didn't watch House when it was on. I caught it in reruns and whatnot, so...
I still haven't watched it.
I mean, some of it was good. Some of it was annoying, so I give it a B-.
Okay, Entertainment Weekly.
Exactly.
All right. Next from the Pop Culture Cafe podcast. It says, why do you gents think, who do you gents think is the sexiest cartoon babe? Any source, movies, TV, books, etc.?
Kathy. Ack. Give it to me. Ack.
I feel like that is not being truthful.
Kathy?
I think you might be playing for the comedic effect.
Okay, maybe Rex Morgan, MD. He's a doctor.
Is that a cartoon babe?
Oh, I think he's a babe.
Okay. I was always partial to Psylocke from the X-Men comics.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I'll go with that. Yep. Although, this is a funny question, because back when the movie Pocahontas came out, a friend of mine at work at the time made the comment about he thought Pocahontas was hot.
Did you remind him that she was 13?
The Disney Pocahontas wasn't 13.
No. But the
Disney
real
Pocahontas has nothing to do with the real Pocahontas, other than they share a name.
Yeah, but you get to shame him. See, this is why you...
we shamed him anyway. So
Oh, okay.
I mean, we shamed him for drooling over the cartoon. So.
Yeah. Right.
I actually will go with Lady J from G.I. Joe movie. She was hot. The cartoon, sorry, G.I. Joe cartoon. And I'm not kidding on that one. And also Black Cat from the Spider-Man comics, the burglar. That's my pick. Blake, yours?
I don't know. I've recently discovered Rosie Skywalker.
Who?
Oh, and there's a lot of good Jessica Rabbit art out there.
Okay. Jeannie?
Yeah, I'm not answering this.
Rex Morgan, MD? Rex Morgan,
Moving
MD.
on.
Come on, Jeannie.
Don't find cartoon sexy. I don't care.
All right, what about sexiest cartoon male?
Yeah, well, and I'm not gender biased. I don't find either sexy.
Rex Morgan. Okay, so Jeannie's pick is Rex Morgan. Good job. What's next?
So if I was a cartoon, though, then you would pick me.
Definitely.
Thank you.
We already know I like hairy men.
Jeff,
Your husband does have an impressive beard.
It's a very professional beard, too.
Not anymore.
Well, he doesn't have that job anymore, so he's growing it back out.
I don't know what to say about that. Moving on, Blake, what do you got? Let's wrap this up.
I'm sorry, I was looking at Jessica Rabbit art. Okay. Professor number one at Dr. number one says, with all the reboots, which movie should they reboot?
Jeannie, any picks?
I don't know what that's a boot.
I can't think of anything off the top of my head that I'm like, this really needs a reboot.
Well, that's a good thing that we gave you an outline ahead of time.
Yeah. Oh, look who's talking, top 5.
I'm going to reboot the Ghostbusters all-female movie with guys.
So this is a great idea you have, Jason. We can just do people. So they cast all the characters are they. And then you don't know if they're male or female. They're they.
I don't get it.
Because there's more than one. There's more than two binary. There's more than male, female. There is also they.
I'm going with everybody gets rebooted with Na'vi from the Pandora movie. I think that would make it a lot better.
Oh, Ghostbusters with Na'vi.
Yeah. And then they all have tails that plug into the magical tree.
I like it.
Yeah.
Now, do the ghosts have tails that plug into the magical tree, too?
Well, this is just getting better.
I'm intrigued by all this. So, Blake, what's your reboot?
I was thinking Spider-Man could probably use another reboot.
Only if we find out what happened to his uncle.
He dies.
What?
Yeah.
Why don't they make a reboot where he lives?
Because then Spider-Man is just a wrestler and nobody cares about him.
Jason would, because
Jason would
wrestling.
watch his exploits
Exactly.
every week.
Don't mock it. Don't mock it.
Mock all day long.
Well, next is SummerSlam talk. So let's talk some wrestling here. Reigns won, which was pointless. But the Shield has become bad guys again. They reformed on Raw. Finn Balor.
Ronda Rousey.
Oh, God. She's not bad in the ring, but I just don't care anymore.
Did she win?
Yeah, she won the belt.
Yeah.
So
What kind
she
of
has
weird
a-
makeup was she wearing? It looked really horrible.
I don't know, but go on Twitter because a lot of people had fun with that makeup on Twitter.
Yeah.
Blake was watching this then?
No, I've read the news.
And
Boy.
I will say that NXT TakeOver was better, which was the night before, because it's always better. And Jeannie's husband actually retained his belt in the main event. Tommaso Ciampa is his wrestler name, and I swear to God, it looks dead on Tony. So
I'm like, my husband?
it looks dead on your husband. Google it while we're talking. Tommaso.
How do you spell that?
Tomasso, and then last name is Ciampa. I'm telling you, it's Tony. Every time I watch him wrestle, and he's one of my favorite wrestlers, I go, why is Tony on my screen? It's really annoying. So tell your husband stop wrestling.
Ooh, Tommaso's Pizza.
Ooh.
Well, I can tell you, Tony doesn't have that 6-pack.
Aw. Poor guy. No, he is built pretty impressively. Doesn't that look like your husband? No?
He's got a long beard.
I was like, no. I mean, he's got a like the same type of nose as Tony and a beard.
Well,
And
you know what? Fuck you all. I'm done with you.
I mean, yes, this looks just like my husband who has brown eyes.
So for the last 3 years.
And hair.
Anyways, let's do some face-off. Shut up.
I mean, I love you, Jason.
Shut it.
Tiny surgery. I'd like to take his face off.
Anyways, so face-off this week is where you take two teams or people and you face off against each other and see who would win in a battle. This is from number one fan Doug. He has the Beatles, the overrated pop band, all-boy band, versus Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem from the Muppets. So I don't think they're singing off. I think they're actually fighting.
Okay.
So, Jeannie, who wins?
Like the Beatles now?
Yeah, the Beatles, there's only two
only
living
two
ones,
of
and they're in their 80s.
Yeah.
I would say in their
That's
prime.
like Beatles in their prime or Beatles now?
Oh,
That might change my answer.
I was going to pick Beatles now, so that will change my answer if you're going Beatles prime.
Yeah.
Beatles
So
prime.
Beatles now, I'm going with the Muppets.
Good call.
But Beatles prime, I'll take the
Might
Beatles.
have to go with the Beatles.
Yeah. I mean, because really the Muppets are just a bunch of felt
Yeah.
that I think the Beatles in their 20s could probably take care of.
Until Yoko Ono fucks it up.
Well, then they're not
Well,
the
we
Beatles
said-
anymore.
Yeah. No. It's not part of the Beatles.
Look at my artwork. Anybody want to buy some?
Actually, speaking of artwork, I met Ron Campbell this weekend too. He's the animator for Yellow Submarine in the Beatles TV show
Where did you meet him
cartoon. Down here in Cincinnati, he had his art exhibit this
okay.
weekend, and you could buy prints from him. And he's also done a lot of Hanna-Barbera, and he's worked on Scooby-Doo and the Smurfs and Rugrats and all that other kind of stuff.
Super Friends? Did you work on Super Friends?
No, I don't think he didn't have any Super Friends stuff there, but it was mostly just Yellow Submarine, Beatles stuff, and a couple of the other things. He's a pretty nice, jolly fellow.
Did you buy anything?
Yeah, I got roped in and suckered into 2 prints.
Nice.
But they were pretty cool. He personalizes them and gives you like a letter and all that kind of fun stuff. So it was really nice. And I was asking him, so where are you going? He's like, I think we're going to the home of the Wright brothers. I don't know what the name of the city is. I was like, oh, Dayton, Ohio.
Dayton.
I'm going to where the Wright brothers came from. Okay.
That's
Kitty
where
Hawk?
they came from.
Just
That's
want
not where they came from. That's where they went to.
I know. Just want to let you know on the Great Pumpkin Pie Challenge thing, War, that they are meeting again. They had a fight, the husband or the girlfriend, boyfriend, the dueling chefs, but it looks like they're getting back together. So,
Oh, who would have guessed?
I don't know. It has
Absolutely shocking.
here's the thing, Jeannie. I've had it on mute, and I've only looked up every couple minutes, and I feel like I can guess the plot of what's happening.
Yeah, because it's on the Hallmark Channel.
No, that is Emmy Award-winning Hallmark Channel.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do some news of the geek.
Well, hold off a sec, Jason. You had an update on your pie show. Did you have an update on your top 5 yet?
Yeah, I just did my top 5 earlier.
Oh, you said you'd come back to it. I didn't think.
No, that was it.
Oh.
He said he'd come back, and then he was like, I'm here now.
Anyways, news of the geek. Here we go. This is Blake's favorite story. Per the Guardian, police around the world have warned people against doing the Kiki Challenge after multiple people attempting to viral dance have been injured. The Kiki Challenge, also known as the In My Feelings Challenge, involves jumping out of a moving car and dancing alongside it to Drake's hit In My Feelings while the car continues moving. Some videos of the dances uploaded to internet shows and YouTube are showing oblivious dancers crashing into poles, tripping on potholes, or falling out of the cars. One video shows this a woman's handbag stolen while attempting the challenge, and another shows a man being hit by the car while he dances. The craze began when internet comedian Shiggy posted a video to Instagram of himself dancing to the song. Since his video went viral, thousands of people have taken up the challenge. Celebrities including Will Smith and, how do you say this name? Ciara? Thank you. Have joined in, posting their own videos of the dance, though neither jumped out or danced alongside a moving car. Thank God for that. What would the world be without Will Smith? Police from around the world, including India, Spain, the U.S., Malaysia, and the United Arab Emirates, have warned people that the dance challenge is dangerous, and people caught trying it could face criminal charges.
Wait, jumping out of a moving vehicle is dangerous?
It is shocking.
It's
Wow.
Slow moving vehicle. There's nothing wrong with. Ow!
Police in Spain have warned drivers against the dance, saying they could be charged if caught. And Florida drivers were warned that jumping out of a moving car and dancing alongside it could see people hit with $1,000 in fines, as well as possible criminal charges. Guys, Florida has nothing better to do, maybe fix their voting machines.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
They're
Criminal
voting
charges
machines.
What's that, Jeannie?
You said voting. I heard boating. I was
Oh.
like, voting machines? What?
Both.
Yeah.
No, I'm like, criminal charges for dancing next to your car, yet you get off scot-free if you shoot somebody.
Down the hall.
Oh, man, I'm not even in the Bob studio, and I got to go down the hall.
Down the hall. Hang your head.
Yeah, it's okay to shoot somebody as long as you're standing there, not moving.
Yeah,
It's called stand your
that's
ground.
why it's called stand your ground.
So Tony showed me an image of this lovely thing of someone like running into the car.
Oh yeah,
And
you
I was
haven't
like,
seen any of that?
Who is stupid enough to do this? I didn't
Apparently
realize
there's a
it
lot
was
of
a
people out there.
craze.
That is why I love Darwin and natural selection.
Yeah, let them
We
all
need more
die.
of it in our country.
Another thing I don't understand is they keep calling these internet challenges.
Mhm.
No one's challenging you to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One person does it, and it's called imitators, not
Yeah.
challengers.
Copycats, if you will.
Jeff, that might be the funniest thing you've said in a long time, just because I really like that joke. No one's challenging you. Hey, Jeff, I'm challenging you to the Kiki dance.
Well, now that I got challenged to do it, no, that's stupid.
It's been brought in.
Besides the fact that I don't
Okay,
even
we
know
know-
what Kiki is.
We know you don't dance, Jeff, so we'll challenge you to the hot water challenge. How's that?
Fuck that.
Is this where you throw hot water on your head?
Boiling.
On other people, apparently.
No, you try to drink it. Yes.
What?
Oh, yeah. Didn't you?
There's a
read
lot
the-
of stupidity out there.
Oh, my
This
God.
is ridiculous.
Yeah, people
Oh, yeah.
drinking boiling water and not expecting to not die. I don't know.
Oh, my God.
How does it feel to have a completely just destroyed esophagus?
That's where we've come in the age of technology in the 21st century.
In their defense, they probably don't have an esophagus because they just had a Tide Pod, so they're probably fine.
Oh, okay.
So,
They got all that soap there to make sure that the boiling water doesn't destroy their skin.
But don't they know they work best in cold water?
Anyways, moving on. Another story. This is for Blake. Blake, this is a very Blake-centric show. News of the Geek this week. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia seemingly lost a cast member during the season 12 finale, which Dennis Reynolds, a.k.a. Glenn Howerton in real life, left the gang to raise his son, Brian Jr. It was hinted he could still return for the 13th season with Howard. The 13th season could return with him, But now starring alongside Patton Oswalt on NBC's AP Bio. Has anyone watched AP Bio?
Nope.
No.
I don't watch television.
We gave it up.
Yeah. It could be a reason why Glenn Howerton's coming back to It's Always Sunny really quick.
AP Bio actually got renewed. I was shocked.
Yeah, I
Really?
was too. It did.
Wow.
My wife and I watched 6 episodes, and we still had like 6 on the DVR, and we're like, it's funny, but like you can't sustain this whole plot for the next, for another 6 episodes. So we gave up on it.
Maybe I'll give it a try.
Let's see here.
But anyways, here's what I love about it, though.
Yes. He's pretty much in every episode, Rob McCallum said. Going on to talk about... Whatever. Said some of the ideas they came up with was before we knew that Glenn was actually coming back. Charlie Day explained that one of these ideas was an all-female reboot of the Gang Beats Boggs episode, starring Dee, the waitress, Artemis, Mac's mom, and Charlie's mom.
Oh, Lord.
That idea was seemingly jettisoned, but Charlie Day also revealed a couple of new characters we can look forward to in the premiere. The episode introduces Cindy, a new ethnically diverse female member of the gang who can successfully pull off scams. It also introduces a very close friend for Mac, a lifelike sex doll that looks exactly like Dennis. Season premiere.
Can you imagine that them sitting around with ideas and Glenn decides to leave. And they're like, you know what? We're going to put you in every episode as Mac's sex doll.
Oh.
That's what you get for leaving my show,
That's
bitch.
right.
So there you go. That premieres September 5th, the new season of Always Sunny in Philly. I got to watch the first episode just to see that's the sex doll.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'm happy it's coming back.
And then finally, the douchebag of the week. I don't even know. I think everyone's a douchebag in this thing. Per Variety. This is another Blake article. And Blake, thank you for this one. An iPad in the crowd is the reason for an outburst from, Catch a Falling Star, Orlando Bloom this week. During a matinee performance of his player Killer Joe. Bloom stopped the show not only once, but twice to tell an audience member to put her iPad away. London theater critic Mark Shanton tweeted his account from the show describing how Bloom seemingly stopped the play, broke character twice within a few minutes to tell a woman, I need you to put that iPad away now. Shenton quoted Bloom as saying, before reportedly adding minutes later, put that fucking iPad away now and I will wait. In a statement following the incident, a theater spokesperson explained that the incident was dealt with swiftly and efficiently by the front of house team. And that
Apparently it wasn't.
And the use of electronics devices is extremely distracting for other viewers of the play. There was an incident, this was a couple weeks ago, the quote was, there was an incident at yesterday's matinee of Killer Joe that was dealt with swiftly and efficiently. Oh, that was just what I said. Fuck you. Anyways.
I like how when they write an article, they tell you what they said and then quote them exactly what they just said.
Yeah, just give me the quote. Things get more interesting from there, though. In a reply to Shenton's original tweet, theater goer Harry Edwin claims that the woman in question was not using her iPad as one might think. He said that she simply had a clip-on fan attached to the bezel of the device and was using it to cool herself down. As London residents know, things have been unbearably hot as of late, so the story does make a bit of sense. Edwin wrote, I was seated behind her, and although it would have looked bad in her defense, she was only using it for her fan as the auditorium was roasting. So Orlando Bloom yelled at someone.
Well, first of all, as a stage actor, you don't break the fourth wall unless it's part of the script.
Correct. Unless you're
if you
Deadpool.
keep, regardless of what distractions are going on and stuff, you keep moving. You don't pay attention.
The problem you have there is you're talking about good actors.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
talking about seeing an Orlando Bloom production.
I'm more important. That's right. You must watch me.
I'm going to be in another Pirates movie.
But then again, sitting here thinking about it, who the hell brings an iPad to a play?
Well, if you're hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people
I
just
guess-
have them in their purse nowadays.
What I want
guess-
to know is, couldn't she have just kept the iPad in the purse and still hooked up whatever fan peripheral to it?
I bet you every notification she kept getting, the screen kept lighting up.
Good Orlando Bloom. Okay, so that is your news of the geek. And Jeannie, just so you know your husband doesn't feel left out, even though you converted to Hobie, we're going to put Salty Languages promo on for you.
Oh, how nice.
If we can find it. Anyways.
And if you can't, here you go. I'm Brian, I'm Tony, and we're part of Salty Language. Yeah, there you go.
Well, there's the
We
promo.
talk about shit every week. Tune in.
And we like shitty beers.
That's not
days.
true.
Listen to the Salty Language, Toledo, Ohio's only podcast.
Okay, I know that's not true.
So there you go. There's Salty Languages promo. That's much better than me digging for it. Good job, Jeannie.
Yay me!
Jeff, what are you doing September 14th through 16th?
I'm going to be at the Cincinnati Comic Expo.
You are. Cincinnati Comic Expo at the Duke Energy Convention Center, September 14th through 16th. Get your tickets at CincinnatiComicExpo.com. And it's less than 25 days away, Jeff. Less than.
It is.
We have lots of great guests. Not only that, Hobie will also have a booth there, and you can beat us in trivia, beat the geek in trivia, win some great prizes. Carl Urban might be stopping by to play us in trivia. I can't confirm that.
Be.
What's that?
He said he might be. He probably won't be, but he might be.
But if we believe it, it's true. So Carl Urban will be there at the Cincinnati Comic Expo playing trivia. But also, winter is coming. Jeff, who's coming?
Nikolai Coster-Waldau.
From Game of Thrones. LeVar Burton from Star Trek Next Generation and Reading Rainbow. Take a
Chewbacca.
Is that the guy that wears the
himself
hair
will be
clip across his eyes?
Yes.
Yes.
The banana clip.
Yeah.
Uh,
1980s technology. We'll just take this banana clip, we'll spray paint it gold, and it'll be great visuals.
Peter Mayhew, Chewbacca, will be there. Also, the voice of Mario, it's me, Mario, will be there, along with a lot of great other voice actors from G.I. Joe back in the 1980s. A lot of great comic book artists. Check out Cincinnati Comic Expo on Facebook and Hobie's History of Bad Ideas on Facebook because they announced like 3 more comic book artists this week. So just to let you guys know. Also, Summer Glau will be there, Jeff.
Oh, yes, she will be.
And anyone else? Yep, Agent Phil Coulson, Clark Gregg will be there, who was also made famous from Sports Night, his one episode. So, Cincinnati Comic Expo, September 14th through 16th. Get your tickets now.
So anyways, when I got the tickets to Iceland, several months ago,
Yeah.
I was like, okay, that's fine. It's like Saturday at midnight. I'm thinking, all right, that's good. I'll go to the expo all day Saturday. And then what I'll do is I'll leave straight from the expo and go to the airport.
Yes.
Well, Saturday midnight is like 0:30 on Friday. Friday night.
Blake, you're a special, special man.
So I
You won't be
have
at the
some
expo
problems
this year. You're a special, special man this year, Blake.
Thank you.
So you won't
Friday.
even be in the green room.
Well, yeah. Well, I figured you could take my T-shirt and put them on random people throughout the day and just tag them as Blake.
I like it.
Especially cosplayers.
Yeah, cosplayers. Yeah.
So, Hobie listeners, if you hear this, Blake will actually be on a plane to Iceland because he doesn't understand time. So, here's the thing.
Like Saturday at midnight. I'm like, okay. You click buy. I was like, oh shit. Wait a minute.
That's
I was
not
just looking
Sunday.
at this past week.
So, Hobie listeners, here's the best. If you would like to be Blake for an episode, because we'll be recording a couple podcast episodes down there, come by the Hobie booth. I don't have a number yet because they haven't announced it yet. But come by our booth and you get to wear the Blake shirt and be Blake for an episode.
There you go.
I'm looking at you, Randall Holt.
I will totally be there next year.
Awesome.
Bullshit. Anyways,
We heard
Oh,
that
you're right.
from
I won't. I'll
Blake
be in the
last
Caribbean
year.
again.
damn you.
It's always on your birthday, isn't it?
Well, yes. We've already booked Jamaica for next year. We're going to go meet Neil and Annalise and Hano and Sharon. And yeah, so no, we won't be there.
Oh, guess our invitation got lost in the mail there, Jeff.
You can come.
Oh,
It's all
you
right.
got the invitation.
They're going to be serving shitty IPAs there anyways.
No, they
No,
actually only
Red
serve
Stripe.
Red Stripe and Heineken.
Oh, those are lagers.
The only two beers.
Red Stripe's a lager.
Mm-hmm.
Problem
and Heineken is
they
a...
always go to couples retreat places, and I'm not.
You have
one
to have
of
a
those.
couple.
Yeah, Jeff, you and your hand don't count.
That's why I haven't gone yet.
I don't like you, Jeannie.
I'm like, you can like contact Dev and maybe like arrange something
Me and
where you
Dev
can
could be a
you can be a
couple?
couple for a week.
Do they only have like beds, double beds, or
No, it's only a king size bed.
Yeah, you can't get two singles or
No,
anything?
it's just you have a king size bed.
So I'd have to cuddle with Dev for.
Yeah, that sounds like a great plan.
He is a good cuddler. He's given me hugs before.
Mm-hmm.
It's time for Box Office Bombs.
Okay, apparently, per 411 Mania, Alpha flopped with $10.5 million in its opening weekend. The prehistoric adventure drama was never expected to do well, and this number is about what the predictions were for.
How is that a flop then? They did what
Keep
they
reading.
predicted.
Yeah.
Keep reading.
Small consolation for the Studio 8, which invested $51 million into the budget, but failed to market it effectively. The film scored good reviews, a full 84% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is pretty good for a family movie. And audiences are giving it a B+ on CinemaScore, but there was never any real sense to momentum heading into the weekend. At this point, $25 million is the likely upward limit, and it will lose money for the studio.
It's a loser because it cost $51 million to make,
Okay.
and it's only going to make maybe half of that.
What about $1 Billion Boy Club? The Billionaire Boy Club. That's what it is.
The
It was
Kevin
only one
Spacey movie,
theater, wasn't it?
4 theaters.
Oh, yeah, that's a flop too.
Like the whole weekend, they made like $600.
Well, thanks, Jeannie. That was one of our news articles we were saving for the expo to talk about. Great. Now, intern Hackney has to go back to the thing.
But we can still talk about it then. We can get a list of some of the worst grossing movies of all time.
We could do that.
That would be fun to listen to.
And a top 5, Jeff, is the worst grossing films that we actually like.
Oh, box office bombs that we thought were good.
Yeah. Blake, I'll see you there that Saturday, so you can just put your top 5 in there.
Oh, yeah, I'll be there.
I'll just be in costume.
So, Randall Holt, that's your top 5. And we'll see you there. We're now just making people show up.
Hey, Scam Jeff will probably be there too.
Oh, that's true. That is true. Just to let you know, on the Hallmark Channel right now, Golden Girls is on, and B. Arthur is in a chef's outfit.
Golden Girls is a much better choice than Hallmark movies.
I do like it. I'm kind of scared that I've left Hallmark Channel on for an hour and a half here.
Traveled down this road and back again.
Oh, I would move it to.
The heart is true. You're a pal confidant.
What else we got,
And
Jeff?
if you threw a party and invited everyone we knew,
You would see the biggest gift would be from me.
and the card attached would say,
Thank you for being a friend.
I needed that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Number 1 this week. Crazy Rich Asians made $25 million, a total of $34 million in its opening weekend on a $30 million budget. Getting a lot of good buzz about Crazy Rich Asians.
Sequels are in the works.
I saw a great meme about that today on Rotten Tomatoes. It only got like 98%, and the meme title was, "So you didn't get 100%?"
That's kind of funny. Number 2, somehow the Meg is making money.
Yay!
21 million. total of 84 on a $130 million budget.
Yay!
Mile 22 made $14 million in its opening weekend on a $35 million budget. Although apparently they are estimating a $30 million for marketing said movie, which is not working because I only saw a couple of ads and I ignored them. Mission: Impossible - Fallout made $10.5 million, a total of $181 million on a $178 million budget. So just domestically, it got its money back.
Jeff, have you seen Mission Impossible yet?
No, not the Fallout.
Okay, I was just wondering.
Alpha made $10.5 million on its opening weekend of a $51 million budget.
There you go.
Upcoming this weekend, August 24th of 2018, we have the Happy Time Murders, Jason's most expected movie.
I'm excited to see this.
And something called A.X.L.
I have no idea what this is. Anyone?
Nope.
Jim's usually the one that looks it up, and he's too busy in sex traffic court to be here today.
Damn it. Okay, well, it's going to bomb. We're just going to go with that.
Buy sell this weekend.
Buy sell the stock.
On your Hollywood stock exchanges, we have Aquafina. I don't know who or what that is.
She's a rapper turned actress in Crazy Rich Asians.
Well, she's up at $86.28 on Hollywood Stock Exchange. In comparison, Amy Poehler is at 87.55.
I'm buying. She's got a lot of movies coming out. Jeff, just buy.
Okay, Jason's telling me to buy. I've never heard of her.
Just buy.
Not until I read this name here on the sheet.
When you were talking about Aquafina, I thought you were talking about a bottled water.
That's what I thought, too. It's kind of like awkward and Fina. So, yeah.
So are you buying or selling?
You told me I was buying.
Okay. Blake, what are you doing?
Sure.
Okay. Jeannie?
I will buy.
There you go. Everyone's buying.
All right. Mark Wahlberg is at $67.20. Comparison, Donnie Yen is at $59.36. You know, I'd rather buy Donnie Yen than Mark Wahlberg.
I would too. So I'm selling.
And wow, Cody Smith McPhee is at $75.65. That surprises me that he would be that high.
Mm-hmm.
By comparison, John Cena is at $74.34.
Time out. What's everyone else doing with Mark Wahlberg?
Oh, I never want him.
Okay. Blake?
Sell.
No.
Okay. Who's buying Cody Smith McPhee? Anyone?
I'm selling.
Selling.
Sell.
I mean, I'm thinking, I know he's in like Nightcrawler in the X-Men movies, but those might not even get made now, they're saying. So I don't need him on my books.
Okay. Jeannie?
Yeah, goodbye.
Okay. Are you telling us goodbye or are you telling Cody goodbye?
I'm telling Cody goodbye.
Okay. Well, that means the next best thing. We're wrapping up the show with our top 5 this week, courtesy of Jeannie.
It took a while, but we got there.
Yeah.
It did. Blake had, we were trying to go back and forth, and Blake figured out what, people transforming into other people or animals is called, shape-shifting. Thanks, Blake.
You're welcome.
I was drawing a blank.
See, playing Dungeons and Dragons leads to, some advantages.
The devil.
Yeah.
Or just having a really great imagination.
Or learning the definition of portcullis.
And learning a bunch of different words.
I just looked up portcullis last night.
See, if you play D&D, Jeannie, you would automatically know what that was.
Well, I know now.
Yeah.
And knowing is half the battle.
Yo, Joe. Okay, so Here we go. Top 5 favorite, best, shape-shifting, changing films. People transforming into animals or people. Jeannie, what's your number 5?
My number 5 is Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters.
That's a good one. I like that.
Why?
The original.
Yeah.
Which shape shifting is in there?
The Keymaster teams into that large demonic dog person.
There is no Dana, only Zool.
Zool.
Yes.
He's got a
good one.
She's got a point.
I'll let that go.
Blake, what's your number
it's my
5?
list. It's only going to get better.
It's correct.
Blake, what's your number 5?
Oh, my number 5. I'm going to go with when I was a young lad growing up, I actually had a movie that scared the piss out of me. And that movie is 1973, and it's starred Dirk Benedict, Face Man from the A-Team, and starring, the original Starbuck.
Mm-hmm.
And the movie is called
Okay.
What's it called?
S. As in a snake hiss.
It's called...
Oh, you're being serious. Okay.
Yeah, I'm being serious. I'm
Okay.
not kidding, man.
I want 2 tickets to...
Yes, that is correct. And basically, I don't want to give the plot away, but, there's some people changing into snakes, cobras, big ones.
I'm never watching that.
Yeah, you should. You should watch it.
Irrational fear of snakes. Not watching.
It's scary, especially when you're a young lad.
Jeff, what's your number 5?
I kind of hobied this, but I don't want to ruin other people's lists. So if I say bunch of Disney animated movies, will I ruin someone's list?
Not on mine.
Nope.
Okay. Well, then I got 3 of them here from Disney.
Okay, go ahead.
I got Brother Bear,
Ugh.
Brave,
Ugh.
and The Emperor's New Groove.
Okay.
I love those movies.
Emperor's New Groove was my number 4.
You just said you didn't have any.
Well, I do.
He lied.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have ruined it. Oh, okay. Well, screw you. Take it off the board.
I like Emperor's New Groove. That's a really good movie. It didn't get much love when it came out, but it's a really funny movie.
It is a
John
great
Goodman.
movie.
Yeah.
All because of Kronk.
Kronk, yes. My number 5 is Beauty and the Beast, the cartoon. So he transforms into a beast.
Yes, he is cursed.
You would think I would have had that on my list.
I was
but for some reason, I completely forgot about that movie.
That's your favorite Disney movie.
It is. I got 3 other Disney movies, and I didn't have Beauty and the Beast.
That's awesome. A close number 5. I hobied it. The Beauty and the Beast, Ron Perlman TV show, but since it was just movies, it wasn't on there.
Yeah.
Number 4 for me is...
Did anybody transform in the Ron Perlman one, though?
I don't know. I was just kidding.
No, he's just a beast.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. Grr. Number 4 for me was Emperor's New Groove. Jeff, what's their number 4?
My number 4, I've got a tie.
Mm-hmm.
It's the movie Cat People.
Oh, God.
And I tied it with the movie Cat People.
The original and the remake.
1942 and 1982.
Okay.
And I say that I actually written that as my number 4 because it had Natasha Kinski in it.
Ah. The best part about the 82 version, though, was the David Bowie soundtrack.
Natasha Kinski.
Okay. Blake, what's your number 4?
Natasha Kinski.
Is your number 4?
Cat People, yes.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm dead serious.
No,
He said it like 9 times, Jason.
Yes, but I ignore him the first 6.
Oh, okay.
Jeannie, what's your number 4?
I've got 2 for number 4.
Mm-hmm.
I have Willow and the Witches.
What does Willow, who transforms, remind me of that one?
The
Witch that's having sex.
they transform into pigs, but also the sorceress, the good sorceress, she gets turned into a duck, a turtle, a goat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. I completely forgot about that.
But Bab Morta goes, "You're pigs! You're all pigs!" And then everybody turns into a pig.
Okay.
Yes.
What's your number 3?
Number 3 is District 9.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Oh, the transformation into one of the prawns.
Yeah, one of the aliens. Yeah.
That's a good pick. That's a nice draw.
Thank you.
That was a good movie. Blake, what's your number 3?
All right, my number 3 is actually the remake, The Fly.
Be
Jeff Goldblum.
Be
Yes.
very afraid.
That's right. I thought it was a pretty good movie at the time, a good remake.
That was an honorable mention for me.
That is also my number 3.
Really?
Yep.
You guys have like the same list.
Yeah, Jeff and I are twins.
I did
That was your number 3, Jeff?
on my list. Yeah, The Fly was number 3 on my list.
Does that movie hold up? I'm just
Probably
asking.
not,
Okay.
but I haven't seen it in years.
I went to go see that in the theater and I could not stop laughing because when the little pod starts bubbling, it looks like butterscotch.
Yeah. Almost looks like a butterscotch IPA.
That's disgusting.
Told you IPAs are disgusting.
Butterscotch IPA, yes.
Dude, there was a lot of disgusting scenes in The Fly, the remake. I mean,
just
you know,
remember
the
laughing off.
Yeah, the original horror one, you know, the guy with the fly with the little human head on it wouldn't do really well at the Miniature Me Gen Con.
No, you would destroy that.
Yeah.
Help me.
Yeah.
Push.
So, Jeff, your number 3 was The Fly?
Twas.
My number 3, let's see here. I had, I was just making sure I was correct here. Yes, number 3, I hobied it. I had From Dusk Till Dawn.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't think about that one.
The vampire. Okay.
And then, because it's just a fun film. And, that dance scene when Quentin Tarantino is getting the wine poured into his mouth straight from the stripper.
Well, we can ignore Quentin Tarantino's involvement in that movie.
Yes. And I tied that with, this is a personal one of mine. They're not great, but I always love these. The
We
old
don't need
ones.
your personal movies, Jack.
Sorry. Shut up. I'll drop them off later, Jeff. No, this is the Invasion of the Body Snatchers. I don't care what one you had, the 70s, the 40s. You had one in the 90s. I think there was actually one in 2000s too. I love the Invasion of the Body Snatcher movies. I'm
really upset that I forgot about that movie with the pod people and stuff, because when I was a kid, watching the original one freaked me out too.
Yes, I love the original one. And like I said, I've seen them multiple times. I really enjoy those films. So, Dusk Till Dawn and Invasion of the Body Snatchers as my number 3. My number 2, this is, I actually love this one of all of the movies, X-Men 2, because it does have Mystique. Does that count?
I don't see why it wouldn't.
Yeah, I guess so.
I was running low on them.
So, it's okay.
Because
You put it at number 2.
I know, because I really liked it, but I was running out of other ones.
Okay.
Jeff, what's your number 2?
My number 2 is X-Men First Class.
Oh, okay.
Although that had a lot more mystique in it and a lot more shape changing than X2.
Did you like X-Men First Class because of Emma Stone? Or not Emma Stone, I'm sorry, Emma Frost?
Yeah, no. Jennifer Lawrence, maybe. No, not January Jones.
Ugh. Blake, what's your number 2?
All right, my last 2, I'll just go ahead and I'll let you guys know right off the bat. Right, we're talking about shape changing, talking about lycanthropy. Go look it up, Jason.
Okay.
And so my number 2 is I remember as a kid, I really love this movie. It's the American Werewolf in London.
Okay.
That's another one of my honorable mentions.
Yep. At the time, that was groundbreaking special effects. How they transformed him into a werewolf, which was really cool. And I just remember as a kid, they somehow used a blender machine as just a machine to power, his mouth growing into a snout. And that's one of the things I remember specifically about the movie. It's like, oh, special effects. They use a blender.
Yeah, I think I never really watched the movie, but I've seen the documentary on how they did the transformation scene, which was very interesting.
Yeah, it was very good. So that's my number 2.
Jeannie, what's number 2?
The Lobster.
Oh, I did remember hearing about this. Okay.
Is that the sequel to The Walrus?
No. It's a love story. So it's about the future. Everyone's required to find a mate, and you go to this hotel. And when you go into the hotel, you have to pick an animal that you're going to be transformed into if you don't find a partner within a certain set of days.
Holy crap.
And the guy, and the main character, chooses a lobster.
Okay.
Jeannie, what's your number 1?
My number 1 is Lady Hawk.
Oh, son of a bitch.
That's such that's childhood to me. Lady Hawk.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
Oh,
everyone forgot about that one.
Although the soundtrack is so terrible.
Yeah, it is. It's also a very old movie.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Man, I can't. Yeah, that Rutger Hauer, Ferris Bueller, and Catwoman.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just tell you, back in my teen days, I had the crush on Michelle Pfeiffer there.
Hell yeah, who wouldn't?
That's why Grease 2 is one of the best movies ever made.
Bullshit.
If that is why, I feel bad.
Batman Returns was so hot. Her
she does lick herself in that one.
Yeah,
that's the only reason why the Fabulous Baker Boys is still remembered.
Yeah, it wasn't because of Lebowski.
Blake, what's your number 1?
Are we back to me already?
Yes.
All right, werewolf lycanthropy movie that scared the shit out of me. The Howling.
Oh, the original.
The original.
Okay.
Skip 2 through 6 or whatever the hell spin-offs that they went through.
All that was not the original.
Oh my god, those were all horrible. But the original, The Howling, which was pretty scary. I was like, oh man, it was a good movie.
All right, I don't disagree with you on that. That was not a nice pick. Jeff, what's your number 1?
My number 1 probably should be things like Lady Hawk or Beauty and the Beast, but I forgot about them. So apparently my list going in and my list leaving is different. But my number 1 is Marvel's The Avengers.
Huh, okay.
Because the Hulk changes and Loki changes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. My number 1 is going to top all of them. It's Face Off. Nicolas Cage. John Travolta. They face off.
So Gene wins, and it wasn't even a contest.
Yeah,
nope.
I really enjoy Face Off. It's so bad.
No, Jason, I will admit that I love that movie for how bad it is. Like, it's a great bad movie.
Yes. It's not really a shape changer movie.
But
all you do is cut one guy's face off, put it on
off and put it on you. I just put a scab on you. I didn't shape change into you.
Correct.
Okay, fine. I'm changing it. I'll go with Big. How about that? Nope, same thing. Okay,
he changes into himself. He ages.
Okay, fine. Here it is. You know what? I didn't want to pull out the big guns. This is going to be an honorable mention, but now it's moved up to number 1. You ready?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Emmanuel 2000. Emmanuel's Intimate Encounters.
I don't know this movie, so I can't argue if it's valid or not.
Emmanuel, I'll let it go.
I'll allow it. Let me read you, Jeannie. This was on cable a lot. I have seen this movie. It's so bad. A couple has a machine that gives a paraplegic wife different degrees of mind and body control of other people, allowing her to feel the sexual pleasure that women sleeping with her husband feel. Emmanuel joins the testing. There you go. No?
Is this a porn?
Yes. Well, almost.
Really.
Softcore. Softcore.
No, I'm good. I don't need a
It's Skinamax.
It stars Holly Sampson.
Okay.
So there you go. That's my number one, Manual 2000. Manuals in Intimate Encounters. Since you wouldn't let me go with Face Off.
Because nothing is shifted. You shift. I'll go grab a scab and put it on you. Face off.
You know what? My attitude towards you has shifted, Jeannie. So.
I will say that Blake got most of my honorable mentions, but I still have one.
What's that?
Which is Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
The one with Keanu Reeves?
No, like the original, like.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. That's a little bit better. I thought we were talking
Shout
Bram.
out to a classic, yeah.
Blake, got any honorable mentions?
I had Fright Night.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's because I enjoyed that movie. It's pretty funny.
Did you ever
seen that?
Did you ever see the new one? That got good reviews.
I've never seen the new one, no.
Yeah, it got good reviews. Jeff, you got any honorable mentions?
Most of my honorable mentions were on my actual list.
Oh, okay.
Since I have to adjust it.
Well, let's see here. We have a couple of them. We got from Doug, number one fan, Princess and the Frog, Brave, Beauty and the Beast, Emperor's New Groove, and Sword in the Stone.
Sword.
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 S words.
Sword in the Stone.
Dev had Teen Wolf 2, X-Men First Class, The Shaggy DA, The Shaggy Dog, the original and the Tim Allen remake, hashtag Hobie that shit, Transformers, Dark of the Moon, and The Nutty Professor, Eddie Murphy, not Jerry Lewis. So then he realized that he thought I said worst shape-shifting films.
Okay. I was like, that's his list, really?
And then he realized, fuck it, I'm going to keep the same list. So there you go. And then Chris Richardson just had one. Transformers 1986. That's all is needed, he said. So there is your top 5. Bad idea of the week, number 121. During the Kiki challenge. Don't do it. But if you do...
Any internet challenge.
And the hot water challenge?
Have you ever seen this thing online about asking how to become a mermaid?
What?
So this lady puts on like a Yahoo questions, like, I'm trying to become a mermaid. Please only respond if you have actual ways to become a mermaid. And the top voted response is basically telling her to just walk into the ocean and just keep walking, and you'll magically become a mermaid.
Oh, God.
Just go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they were.
Is you walk in the ocean, and then you just keep going, and and when you can't breathe anymore, poof, you're a mermaid.
I thought you were saying that they're just graft your legs together.
I'm surprised on the top 5 this week nobody had Tusk.
That's because they didn't transform into anything. He wore a costume.
That movie was so bad.
He kind of was surgically transformed into the walrus, wasn't he?
Yeah. Yeah. Jeannie, did you like that movie?
I have not watched that movie.
Don't. It's awful. It's so bad.
I don't even want to.
That's what happens when you're a Hollywood director and you have a podcast and you ask the people listening to your podcast, should I make this movie? And the Twitter poll
when
overwhelmingly says
I laughed
yes.
my ass about this.
Oh, the episode where he explains was it the Yahoo Yahoo the Reddit page or something about the guy looking for a walrus roommate. That was hilarious.
Yeah, the movie not so much.
Well, it had Justin Long, so there you go. Jeannie, thanks for showing up.
Thanks, Jeannie.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Now that we got Skype working with you, we would love to have you back.
Yeah, just tell me when.
How about September 15th, you show up in Cincinnati?
I will be out of the country.
Oh, so will Blake.
Yeah.
That's because all the smart people are leaving.
They're not going down with the ship.
I will tell you. I tell me when it is as soon as you get the next year's, and I'll put it on my calendar. And I promise to try to be there.
It's in September.
I know, but we're leaving in the beginning of September, so there's a good chance I'll be back in the middle.
So anyways, Jeannie, where can we find you at?
All social media, I'm TJLHIGH.
There you go. Are you on Tumblr?
I want to drink all these disgusting IPAs.
Are you on Tumblr?
I'm not on Tumblr.
Okay, good call. Okay, so there you go. Jeannie, thanks for showing up, and Roger says goodbye.
Goodbye.
Walking Dead to Talking Heads, from comic books to TV sets. There's a history, it's not so bad. There's the history. It's the history of bad, so bad. The history of bad, it's bad. The history of bad ideas. Podcast.
Addendum. Name of the show.
All right. Well, let's see. My list here, I have International Waters, Maces, Canes, and Big Logs.
I like it.
Super Hepatitis Sexpialidocious. Chuck and Larry Fuck Off. Welcome to the Bible. Look who's talking.
Mm-hmm.
2 tickets to Butterscotch IPA, and I'll go grab a scab and put it on you.
I would say yes to that one, but she makes her own face off, so fuck you, Jeannie.
But it's funny. Ooh.
Unfortunately, my favorite one I know we're not allowed to use.
Super hepatitis.
No, I was going to say Chuck and Larry Fuck Off.
Oh, you can't use curse words, yeah.
I know.
I have good talking to you, Jeannie, since we cut her off. We told her she was off the show 5 times. That is the correct answer. I don't. Oh, that was for my hepatitis shot. Dive into Jeff's pool. Oh, that's with the Jeff pool. Okay.
Yeah.
I like that one. And I have Maces, Canes, and Big Logs. Oh, I just added that.
You just stole that.
I like the Maces, Canes, and Big Logs.
I can live with that.
Jeannie?
I only had my only entry I wrote down was C cup.
I'm gonna veto that one. Good entry.
Oh boy.
Okay, so Maces, Canes, and Big Logs it is.
You've been listening to Hobie.